And good morning and welcome to Zoom musical event at Fletcher Music Centers. We have a wonderful event for you today. I hope it works out pretty good. I'm recording it. And we have Sean Maloney, who comes to us at Fletcher Music Centers, I want to say 5 years ago, and I think it's been a little longer than that now. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's
How
been
many years now?
6.
6 years? All right.
Yeah.
And he comes to us with a musical background. I think guitar is one of those. And he is obviously, you see him on our Zoom classes helping out behind the scenes. But I heard that since the announcement I made the other day, and I told everybody that he finally learned 4 songs, he felt like he was pressured, so he should learn more. So in 2 days, he's learned a lot more songs in a blink of an eye. And then we have Joe Thompson there. You want to spotlight Joe there? Or for some reason, I'm the one spotlighted. How can I spotlight you guys? There we go.
Well, you're pinned. Yeah, there's Joe.
Hello, everybody.
That's Joe Thompson. He's going to be playing today as well, but I don't think he's going to be playing in the office. Somehow he'll magically make it from the office to the organ. And Joe, you come to us about 3-4 years ago now?
5 years.
5 years? Wow, time flies.
Yeah, coming up on 5 years. Yeah.
Look at
Crazy.
that. And he is actually a very, very important person, along with Sean at our Mesa location. They both won the Rookie of the Year awards in the past, and Joe actually teaches a lot of the workshops, what have you, as well. So he's going to be involved in some of that throughout the month, and you'll get to hear his talent and skill today. So we have both of them joining us today, and then what I'm going to do is spotlight the video on Sean, I think. Did I do that right?
You did.
Okay.
I'm going to actually change it to the one in front so I can talk to you.
Okay. Brian, change it to the one in front, or I'll let you guys deal with all that stuff. I'm not good at that. So I'm going to stop my video so it just focuses on you. And I think that one there, your lips are not going to match what you say, but that's okay.
That's okay.
It's all yours. Introducing Joe Thompson, and first, Sean Maloney.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, my face might not match my words. It's like watching a dubbed Japanese film, but that's all right. It's just nice to be able to look forward and see you guys. Well, some of you anyway. Yeah, I'm Sean. I've been here as long as he said, 6 years, and it feels like a lot longer, I tell you what. Yeah, I play concerts. I've been to Florida, so some of you may have seen me out there. Hopefully a lot of Arizona students are watching as well. Yeah, I always think it's funny because when I start playing a concert, I get a lot of comments, people saying, oh, we love it when you play because you play just like us. And then I go, wait a second, what does that mean, you know? But I think it's a good thing because you guys are all really good. So without further ado, I think I'll start. You can't quite see it, but I actually burned my hand the other day. I'd like to say it's because I play too fast, so I got third-degree burns, but no, I was just making garlic bread, and I, touched a hot pan. Whoops. So, all right, I'm going to play a song for you now. This one is an oldie. It's from the early 1940s, I think 1942. It's made famous by the Andrews Sisters, so it's called Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. There are parts I don't know, so I'm going to play just the bugle here, and I'm going to play it in kind of like a blues style. So I call it Boogie Woogie Bugle Blues. So I hope you enjoy. That's fun.
Woo!
Fun to play with
And
this
the
one, but
crowd
yeah, chime in anytime.
roars. And by the way, folks, I'm gonna just interject here real quick. You know, on the
Yeah, please
Facebook
do.
Live, you guys have the ability to uh, um, do little comments and stuff like that. If you want to use the little chat feature and do that, that's fine. When we're going to be looking at them, we'll respond to them. Obviously, keep it to the comments of the show. So if you see something you did, or if you want to just say, hey, great job, or something like that, feel free to do that. If you want to say something in between the songs, you can raise your hand, and we'll get you guys saying stuff. So after maybe the next song, we'll try to do a virtual across all the line round of applause. All right.
Oh, there we go.
It's going to sound wacky, but anyway, back
Yeah,
to
if you
you,
have any
Mr. Maloney.
requests, if you have any requests, go ahead and fill those in. I know about 5 songs, so as long as it's one of those 5, we'll be okay. One thing I enjoy, one thing about me that I really, really like is music from film. I like a lot of movie scores and things like that, really passionate about it. There are some good music made by Henry Mancini. He's one of my favorites. He did the music for a film called, what is it called? The Pink Panther. You guys heard of that, I'm sure. And the theme to this is actually called Theme to the Pink Panther. Go figure. So I'm going to play this song. This is fun. I always like to learn something new in every song I play. So this one, I had to learn a chord for the introduction. So I'm going to start with it. And the chord is E minor 7 flat 5. So it's a lot of fun. So here, I'll start, and you can hear that right now. Ready?
I've recorded this for
And I'm going to do something really wacky here. I'm going to unmute all, and I'm going to hear everybody give a round of applause. Here we go. You ready? Let me hear it, everybody. And by the way, as
This
we're
is my
going,
first time, Sean.
that's great. And
First time
as
I've-
we're doing this, I am recording this, and I'm scrolling through the gallery mode, so I see all of
What?
you. looking, and you're going to
No,
want to
he's playing
smile
music
because
for
you're
the
going to be on all of
round
this.
applause.
All right. So now we're going to continue on, moving forward. Thank you. Back to you.
Can you hear me?
Now I can. I muted you by accident.
Okay,
there.
good, good, good.
We had, by the way, there was a chat. There was someone that said, "What notes are in that chord?"
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Brian, you tell him. You know what chords are in that, or what notes are in that chord.
Is that the E minor 7 flat 5?
You bet.
So the notes, if you play it in root position, meaning that the E is on the far left or on the bottom, it's going to be E as in Edward, G as in George, B flat, that's B like Brian, and D like David. So in root position, E, G, B flat, D. And the good news is you can play it in any position except for with G on the bottom, because then it becomes a G minor 6.
Oh, yeah.
But you have to play all 4 notes. No way around that.
So what I'm going to suggest, Brian, is type that in the chat. So
That's a good idea.
Because I can't remember what you just said. That's a hard chord for me. That's why I
Joe,
just want to
Joe Thompson beat me to it.
All right. Thank you, Joe. See, Joe knows some stuff, too. Okay, back to you, Sean. Sorry.
For the next song here, I'm just going to play something kind of pretty. If I can find it in my instrument here. I'm playing on the Symphony today. We have one left in, I believe it's in Mesa here. I don't know if there's another one or not in the other store. But I'm just going to play a medley. One of my favorite things to do is combine a few different songs because I think I just get bored easily. You know, I want to play a few different things. So I'm just going to go between a few songs and I guess see if you can guess what songs they are, all right? You can put them in the comment section there and see if you can guess them here. All right. Here we go. This song is one of my absolute favorites. Here we go.
I'm going to unmute everybody. Here we
fine.
go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, everybody, let's give it up for Sean so far.
Yay, Sean! Christmas is delayed.
Oh, I hear a doggy. The doggy liked that song. So we had some comments there. Let's see. Brian, are you there? Did I accidentally mute you before we? Looks like Joe's going to be taking the spot here. There were some chat questions. There were some songs. Did you all guess the songs that he did that? Brian?
I think everybody got them. Somebody
What
got
was it?
it.
You Don't Own Me was one of them? Not You Don't Know Me.
that
I
was the
think it's
last
You
one, yep.
Don't Own Me. Is that one of the
You
songs?
don't own me.
You Don't Own Me. And then there was, what else did he do? He did a little plethora of stuff
Did
in there.
Sleepwalk,
Sleepwalk and,
Santo and Johnny.
all right. Well, that's great. By the way,
Pink Panther.
Pink Panther, yeah. And as you guys are listening to this, they got the video spotlighted so that you could see him. But I also have it so that when I'm recording, I'm going through the crowd and I'm watching you, so I could tell you guys. Some of you look like you're really paying attention, and some of you got a smile, and this is great. Anyway, we now have. It looks like Joe Thompson is about ready to take the helm here. Joe, can we hear you there? Did we unmute you, or what did it see here? You're muted. You're going to have to click unmute on your thing over there.
How about now?
There we go.
There we go.
So, Joe,
right.
any words of wisdom before you play?
Not really, no.
So, from the great, wise
have
Joe
fun.
Thompson,
That's-
famous
that's
wise
the best
words.
advice I have.
Not really,
He's
just
not the
listen
wisdom
is what
type.
he's really saying, right? All right, so I'm
Just
going to
have
mute
fun.
everybody. Here you go. Take it away, Joe.
Oh, Robert, you muted him.
Joe, hold on. I'm sorry. Stop. Joe? Joe, you have to start over. I accidentally muted you. Sorry. Okay, say something, Joe. Hello. Can we hear you? Strike a note on the top keyboard real quick. Okay, good. Sorry
I
about
think
that.
you just turned off the mic, so that's all.
Okay,
ahead.
here we go. Take it away. And the crowd goes wild. Let's hear it, everybody.
I do appreciate
Oh,
this
you,
camera
Joe,
view.
Joe,
My bald head.
you're starting to have a fan club here, I tell you. All right.
Oh boy.
Let me, I'm going to mute everybody all, and then I have to unmute you. So, Joe Thompson, Sean Maloney's thing, unmute. There we go. I think I got you unmuted. You'll have to unmute yourself again. Joe. Sorry. There you go.
Remember, I'm Sean Maloney now.
I know you're Sean Malone, so I got to remember that. Okay. All right, take it away.
Alrighty, the next one I'm going to play for you a little tune written by Willie Nelson and performed by Patsy Cline. Crazy, kind of like the world right now. Thank you very much.
Let's give it up. Everybody's unmuted. I know crowd goes wild. Woo! Go! Actually, wait a second, folks. Here we go. Wait. Listen to that. We got 100. Oh my goodness. We had that's either a very large crowd or bacon. All right. Okay, I'm going to unmute you again, Sean Maloney. Actually, Joe Thompson, Sean, whoever you are. It's all yours. Great music, by the way, but great music. Nice dance moves, Brian. You just got a text that said, nice dance moves.
Man, I missed that.
Even the dog likes it. All right. Back to you.
All right. The next one I'm going to play is from my personal favorite Disney movie, and this one's from The Jungle Book, The Bare Necessities, and I'm going to play it with my gypsy band with some fiddles and, all sorts of neat instruments. And, growing up, everybody used to say I looked like Mowgli, so in honor of that, here you go.
I think they were saying you look ugly.
I'm ready.
Goes wild. I got to remember to keep unmuting so that everybody we get a real live applause. That's great.
Ask questions.
It's the only time we love this chaos. Joe,
Yeah,
you're
it says
doing
Joe
great.
Sampson and it's him.
That's great. Now you're going to have to go back to unmute yourself, but there we go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next tune, I'm going to feature a song from a movie. Kind of keep with that theme a little bit here. This one's called Moon River, and I hope you enjoy it. This was actually a brand new style to the, I believe it was the Marquee, if I'm not mistaken, and we are featuring it here on the Symphony. And yeah, this is one of my personal favorite waltz styles. It's beautiful. You don't have to play just Moon River with it. You can play anything you want. So here you go, Moon River. I hope you enjoy it.
Hey, that sounded like Audrey Hepburn. Big round of applause for Joe, everybody. I love the dog barking in the background. it's like perfect.
I don't like chicken.
Every time we get done playing, you hear a dog in the background. That's great. So, Sean, are you now officially Sean Maloney now, or I muted you? Sorry.
I am actually me now, yeah.
Okay. Hey, great job, Joe. Are we going to get to hear Joe again?
We are, yeah. I'm going to play a couple more, and then Joe is going to close us out. He's got a really, really, really nice set coming up, actually. You're going to like it.
Ooh, can't wait.
Mine's okay. His is going to be great, though, I swear.
Ooh, the pressure's on, Joe.
Okay, I know what I'm going to do. We haven't heard this yet today. I'm going to play some country music. How about that? So, one of my favorite country musicians, his name is Hank Williams. So I'm just going to play, again, another medley because I like medleys. So here's some Hank Williams for you. Need a big yee-haw, okay?
see that.
So Tom's been yee-hawing over.
Tomatoes or
Thank you, Joe.
cauliflower or a combination. So what this is cauliflower.
A
Cauliflower
lot of noise.
with curry, and that is very good. I tried something like that.
Yeah, everybody talking at once.
Wow, that was.
Boy, that
I
was
think I've
fun.
got-
That's
there
great.
you go. Okay, Robert.
All right. Okay, we got a couple cool things left. Let's do this. This will be fun. You know, I might just play one more and switch back to Joe. My burns are starting to hurt, which is probably okay. You know, hopefully my blister won't burst open all over the keyboard. That'd be a mess for Joe. Sorry, Joe. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna play a song from. It's in a movie, actually. Most of you might know who Jerry Lewis is. He's one of my favorite comedians. He's just a goofball. Love him. He had a movie in 1965 called The Family Jewels, where he had this scene where he walked into a bathroom, you know, in an airplane. You know how they're so small in the airplane. He opened the door, and there's this whole band playing in there for some reason. And the band was actually his son, Gary Lewis. You might recognize that name, Gary Lewis and the Playboys. And they were playing this song. So this is Jerry Lewis's son, Gary Lewis and the Playboys. And it's called This Diamond Ring. See if I can remember it. I haven't played it in forever. I think I got the hang of that as it went along.
And the crowd goes wild, everybody.
It's a fun song. It goes from a minor key to a major key, back and forth. That's a lot of fun. That's it for me. I'm going to switch back and have.
Oops, I muted you by accident. Hold on. Go
Hey,
back.
hey, Sean, before you go, we had a question. What style was that you just used?
Oh, that is a good question. Let me look because I already forgot. Oh, it's called Kinda Hush Pop. Kinda Hush Pop. It's made for the song There's a Kinda Hush. What's kind of cool with these instruments with the touch screens, if you have them, you can actually dissect and customize your rhythm. So that rhythm, it normally sounds completely different. Let me see if I can pull up what it normally sounds like. But it sounds like this normally. You know, and then when you have the style going, it's more like this, you know. But I just took out all the junk in that background I didn't want. So I just kind of fired all the members. You can do that. You can go in and say, I don't want the keyboard player, you go home. I don't want the drummer, you go home. Brian talked about that in our class, not this week, but the week before. It was a great lesson. So that's what I used, is kind of hush pop, and you can kind of do that with any style if you know how to do it.
Wow,
if you don't,
no pun intended. Kind of hush is really kind of cool, and you can kind of use it with.
Hey, nice.
And
Robert,
if you
maybe you should
don't,
kind of hush right now.
and this is very important. If you go on your instrument and you don't find a style called kind of hush, you may want to contact your local Fletcher Music Centers immediately. Okay, with that, we have. Do you
We're
say
going to bring up
one
Joe
more?
here. No, we're going to bring up Joe.
Joe's going to do
He's got
his
something
finale
good he wants to do for you
performance.
right now.
I hope he's coming because I don't see him in the picture anymore where he was sitting. Oh, he's running from one room to the other.
Stand by.
All right. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's great.
All right, now what we're going to do is finish off with two numbers here. The first one, we're going back to 1925, and we're going to play a tune called Sweet Georgia Brown. And I'm going to feature the Vegas Big Band with this one. I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. There we go.
Fireman badge and that one little
Let's hear from the crowd, everybody. I've got you on camera. I want to see you applauding now. We're recording
I
this.
mean, I don't know how.
All right.
No, it doesn't make any sense
I'm going
at
to
all,
mute
but
you
I don't know how.
No,
and give it back over to you, Joe.
It's
You'll have to
just-
unmute yourself. There you go. Or Sean. Sean Joe.
You. Ah, yes.
us.
So, we're going to do one more today, and this one is going to be a tribute to our armed forces. We're going to play all 5 of the armed forces medleys, and just our way of saying thank you for your service. All family members of military and servicemen, everyone, thank you for your service, and hope you enjoy this little medley. Here you go.
Woo! Wowee.
And the crowd goes wild, everybody.
Hey,
For your
Joe.
There we
service.
go.
all
This is for you,
servicemen.
Joe and Sean. Sean, why don't you come over and sneak in the picture over there?
Oh, I can't fit. I can't
No,
fit.
just to the side of the organ over there. Come on. They're waiting
we have
for
to
you.
social.
Come
We have
on.
to social distance.
You got to
know?
stay 6 feet away. Stand in the background there. Here's the crowd going wild.
Thank you, thank you.
Don't get too close to Joe. There he is.
Not a fan.
Hey, let's give it up for everybody. Well, thank you guys so much. I'm going to just mute this real quickly and we'll turn it back on. I want to say thank you so much for joining us this morning. And click the unmute on your side there, Sean, Joe. And let's, again, I know you guys are really hopefully enjoyed the show this morning. As you may have seen, we have some workshops coming up in the very near future, starting this Monday and throughout the month. We have weekly classes going on. We have Brian that's going to teach some more of these classes. We're going to have Joni jumping in at some point. Joe Fontesha requested that he do one of his famous tricks of the trade, so stay tuned for that. Brian's going to be teaching one of the other product workshop, right?
Yep, sure will.
Yes. Shake that head, yes. Okay. Here, let me cue him like this. Right. And then Joe and Sean, you guys are also going to be teaching one of the SD and Easy workshops. Now, we've had some questions. The way I set up the email, it said sign up here and test the link. The minute you click that link and test the link, you're automatically signed up. So even though it says waiting for host, you're automatically in, so I know who's going to get the email. So you're all set on that. But you'll get reminders and you'll get the links for those classes as we get a little closer, so don't worry about that. But then again, one more time, I'm going to sign off here. But before I do, let me spotlight the video to you guys. And we'll turn on everybody. We're going to create some chaos. Big round of applause to Sean, Maloney, and Joe Thompson. Give it up. Oh, I see some hands waving in the air like you just don't care.
Work. Good work, guys.
A lot of smiley people.
Your thing, you're talking about that? It's there.
That's even Mario's head.
But it's
And
there.
folks, we will post
just
this.
shared it public. I couldn't send it.
We
to
will
one
post
person. I
this
couldn't send it to
video
Christopher.
on, we will
I just
upload it
shared
to our
it.
YouTube channel, and we will post it on the Facebook page too, so you can get to rewatch it if you like. And you could see what you looked like when we were recording you. Thank
Great.
you, and let me just spotlight my video here. Thank you so much for everything and all you do, and stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon on Zoom or in class or both. Bye-bye now.
Thanks, Robin.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Good weekend.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.